Mark Jacobs, representing the Kids Beach Tennis Club.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. I guess the perspective I'm going to offer is as the anti-Howard, and show how you can come to the exact same place in two very, very different ways. Howard's not political, he tells us, and he's not an activist. I am.
I'm your buddy now.
Sure are.
Howard says this is not a political gathering. We're gonna let Howard see a tape of his remarks after the show. Of course, this is a political gathering, but the important thing about it is, in many ways, the work is already done. Lynne talked about the reaction from the Parks Board, that this was a done deal. This was not a decision that's going to be reversed. Really, it's about revisiting bad decisions, and it's political in a very different way than I see being expressed here, although I love the passion. The signs say, "Save Kitts Beach, save our park." Really, it's not that kind of fight. And I think we have to remember what the Parks Board is and how it works. And it's really, the Parks Board is really two different things. It's not really about politics in the way we typically think of them, about whose ox is getting bored. This is really about reversing a bad decision.
Here, here.
It's not a bad decision because some interest was given weight over another. It's a bad decision because it just didn't get made correctly, and things took a course of their own. Remember, the Parks Board is really two very, very different things. The Parks Board is a political body, people that we elect and who are responsive to us, and who really, to the extent that I've been involved in seeing the way they work in a very thoughtful, deliberative way. But then their decisions get implemented by a city bureaucracy. And that handoff from idea to execution isn't always great. Now, here's the thing about the bike path that's been proposed. I'm sure it looks great on the drawings of some landscape architect somewhere, right? A beautiful bike lane meandering through the green space. But those of us who use the park understand that it's not workable, it's not safe, and the beautifully rendered pastels of the landscape architect who came up with this idea simply aren't workable in this location. And we know this in Vancouver because we've done this before. We did this at Second Beach, right? On any given rainy day in February, the bike path that meanders through the lawn at Second Beach is really pretty lovely. On any summer day, weekday, weekend, it is a disaster just waiting to happen at any given second. The conflict between cyclists, like myself, and pedestrians who aren't expecting or thinking about cyclists buzzing through there is just plainly unworkable and dangerous. So with that experience of the lovely but dangerous bike path through a well-used public park at a beach, why would we want to recreate this? Well, no one wants to. Actually, no one wants to recreate this. Look, there's not a person here who's in favor of that kind of dangerous situation existing here. This city, I have to give this city props. The city is very, very good at public consultation. Usually. No, I mean really, the city can make you crazy with public consultation. Talk Vancouver, all the programs. I think that the city went through a little public consultation burnout when it came to bike paths in the proximity of Kids Beach.
Selective listening.
Well, I think, I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm a militant by nature, but I don't see this as a matter of militancy. I think really the hard work is done. Getting the Parks Board to revisit the decision is the hard work that was done. What's important about public consultation at this point isn't the crazy retrospective anger about the way the decision was made, which was, we can all agree, was pretty horrible and kind of embarrassing for the Parks Board. Really, public consultation at this point is about making sure that we do good design. You know, when the head of an architecture firm has a thorny design decision, they don't go to their designers and say, I want you to sit in your office all by yourself and come up with a brilliant solution to this problem. People gather around tables and they share ideas. And your ideas, the ideas of the people who use this park, who use this beach, who use this neighborhood, who use this city, it's really important that you're involved in the design consultation, in the design process, because it's only by putting our collective wisdom to use that we come up with good design solutions. So I really see the hard work of activism over, but I see it's really important that you stay involved until this thing is actually completed and actually executed, because your ideas about safety, about beauty, about utilization, about what makes this community rich, your ideas will help come up with a better design. Passing the baton. Thank you, Mark.